This is a really intense video from the fall of Vuhledar that was released in early November 2024, showing Ukrainian soldiers holding their ground, or more accurately, the high ground, against Russian forces storming their positions. At the beginning of the video, a Ukrainian soldier can be seen engaging two visible Russian soldiers as they charge toward his position in the coal mine, northeast of Vuhledar. It seems he missed his shots, and at least one Russian soldier managed to enter the building. The other might have been KIA by the explosion, as it appears. The position had to be given up later due to constant Russian pressure, but the man who held the building captured some interesting footage. The Ukrainian blog War Translated converted some commentary by the soldiers from this battle to English. So first have a look at the full video.
Помалу, позиція за позицією, противник відтискав нас до самої шахти. Тобто паралельно з нами працювали, що також бійці отримували поранення.
Посадки, які тримали наші бійці, так само ж з злагодженістю 72-га бригада з НГУ. Вони зрозуміли, що ми там працюємо з 3-го поверху, і там працює кулеметник, там працює РПГ, там і ВОГ, і РПК, і все. То 2 дні безмежного було обстрілу танками, які бомбили по 3 години. Я головний сержант взводу, в мене є. Вони можуть лізти цілий день. Цілий день. Тобто намагатись 2 людини загнати там в адмінбудівлю, 2 людини десь загнати, там, як ми називали, там, магазин. Це ж якраз цей останній день, це дуже тяжко було, коли нас почали сумарно закидувати дима.
Хортиця, морпіх на прийомі.
657 готовий прийом.
Прийняв. Я чекаю, бо я чую, хтось ломить на першому поверсі. Так, ти бачиш, що в дверях? Так, ну що, готуйся. Ох, вклав, ні? Я бачу. Природжений РПГшник, ні? А? Ще одно?
Морпех, я хватиться, 590, чудово. Генерал, готовий всіх працювати. Генерал.
Вона перед нами прямо що стоїть під окном. Я спека ще її Вони висадилися все перед нами. Ось що прям за трансформатор. Давай карандаш. Вони у нас в упорі.
Акробат, готовності, вона їде до Христа. Акробат, вона вже транспортна. Розприкнувся по ній. Акробат, як прийняли.
Давай.
Акробат,
Єсть! Спека. Морквину чи карандаш? Морквина чи карандаш? Несу морквину. На, тримай. Я носик не зняв. Та так. Я знаю.
As mentioned, this took place in the Pivdennodonbaska coal mine near Vuhledar, which offers a wide view of the surrounding terrain. The two Russian soldiers charged from this direction toward the Ukrainian soldiers positioned in this building here. Preston Stewart mentioned in one of his videos that we don't often see soldiers holding the high ground in this war. This is because, especially in close combat, the risk of being cut off or taken out by precision strikes or other weapon systems is high. However, under certain circumstances, using elevated positions can make perfect sense, and we've seen it multiple times already, particularly in mid and long-range combat when combined with guided anti-tank weapons. Some of you might remember the video of the rooftop Ukrainians I shared at the beginning of the war.
Yes.
Огонь, огонь! РПГ, заряжай! Заряжай второй, матерый!
Here, this was also the case, as seen in this segment showing the soldiers using guided anti-tank weapons against Russian armored vehicles approaching their positions. As we all know by now, drip-fed mechanized assaults, especially those consisting of only a few armored vehicles, have been the backbone of nearly every offensive operation in this war for some time. Paired with the relatively flat terrain in Ukraine, this makes massive industrial concrete buildings, as well as high-rise apartment blocks, ideal locations for organizing defensive operations. Massive concrete constructions are particularly advantageous in this context because of their durability. Even under heavy bombardment, they can withstand damage better than makeshift or temporary fortifications, enabling defenders to remain in position longer and coordinate their actions more effectively. High-rise buildings, in particular, allow defenders to dominate the surrounding area, giving them the ability to engage enemy forces at extended ranges while maintaining relatively secure firing positions. This, however, requires robust security measures, as units holding the high ground are at significant risk of being isolated if the enemy manages to close in for direct combat. Without adequate support elements to provide relief, such troops can quickly become encircled or cut off, which can lead to disastrous outcomes. To mitigate these risks, well-coordinated support is essential. This includes establishing overlapping fields of fire, maintaining reserve units ready to counter any breaches, and ensuring communication lines remain intact for requesting artillery, air, or mechanized support when needed. Additionally, integrating reconnaissance and surveillance capabilities, such as drones or forward observers, can help identify and neutralize threats before they reach the defenders' positions. Fights for high ground and massive, heavy buildings are a significant aspect of this war. These locations provide strategic advantages, and battles to control them often become intense and prolonged. Currently, Torets, with its numerous apartment blocks, is a prime example of this kind of combat, as fighting occurs both over and from building to building, creating a brutal urban battlefield. Apartment blocks, with their dense construction and multi-story layouts, offer defenders substantial advantages. They provide elevated firing positions, good visibility for spotting enemy movements, and solid cover against small arms and light artillery. The interconnected nature of these buildings also allows defenders to establish layered defenses, retreating to adjacent structures if one is compromised. Furthermore, once positions are taken, it becomes extremely difficult, time-consuming, and bloody for infantry to clear buildings again. This is one of the key reasons why urban battles are notoriously prolonged and grueling. In the specific case of Torets, this challenge has pushed both sides to resort to using explosives more frequently, aiming to destroy the buildings in which their enemies have fortified themselves rather than engaging in the perilous task of clearing them floor by floor. However, the details of such tactics are material for another discussion.